Alright, yo, what up? This is all shook up. Just gonna show you guys a little PvP tier list, ESO PvP tier list. I seen a couple videos out about this, and I figured, why not share my opinion? It's 2025. Maybe we'll redo this in an update or halfway through the year, but we'll get started with the Magicka Arcanist. I'm gonna have to go C tier with this just because I don't really see too many of these on the battlefield. I don't see them dominating in any sort of way. That doesn't mean you can't. It's just a lot harder. And with hybridization, what really is a Magicka Arcanist and what really is a Stamina Arcanist. But with me, there might be some disagreements. I'm gonna go B tier with Stamina Arcanist because I've seen some ones that hit hard and that are very hard to kill and annoying as shit. So definitely got to, put that there. Personally, I love those classes. I haven't really played into them. I've obviously played all classes. I got Torque of the Alien King, so I'll just run that on there just to see, kind of see how the class performs with that. But definitely, they're not that they're underperforming. I think it's more or less they need certain things to help them out. Maybe with the scribing skills, you could bump this up to B tier. You could even put maybe both of these in A tier. I mean, all these classes could be A tier, and all be similar on the same playing field, depending on how you spec out, what classes you're running, what scribing skills, and so forth. But as of right now, this is my opinion. C tier Magicka, B tier Stamina. And so let's get into good old, we'll go Templar. Stamina Templar, B tier. Personally love this class. One of my favorite classes in the game. If you know how to play this, it's easily A tier, right? I've seen crazy strong Stamina Templars. Very strong. I mean, I understand that you don't run across them as much, but that doesn't make them good. It just people aren't using them right now. They're busy using other classes. So I definitely will put Templar in B tier. And here's one that might throw a lot of people off, and that is A tier Templar. Magicka Templar in the right hands can be so deadly. I mean, it is. So here's the thing. It's hard to make this tier list because Magicka Templar can hit ridiculous hard. Like extremely hard. And I know right now they're not in the best state, but with scribing and everything else, I fought a Templar for like 40 minutes and I was just on the defense the whole time. So depending on how you play the class, yes, it's probably leaning more towards B tier, but I gotta say A tier because no matter how you look at that class can really put on the pressure with the right skills, and it can put a lot of AoE pressure on people very quickly. So I have to go A tier. That might be a discrepancy with most people, but that's okay. This is all an opinion anyways. This isn't factual. I'm not the god of, ESO where I'm the best player in the world and have every breakdown. This is all just an opinion. So next we'll go with, should I go Nightblade? Nightblade, full on stamina Nightblade. I would have to say C tier, just because if you're going Dizzy Swing Nightblade and stuff, I can't see it being better than. It's the hybridization, which pretty much kills the stamina Nightblade. I really want to play one. Maybe this goes to B tier. I would have to figure out some sets, figure out stuff. But as of right now, I mean, I haven't seen a Dizzy Swing, Nightblade or full-on stamina Nightblade dropping bodies out here. It's just they mostly using majority of Magicka. So I'm going to have to say C tier. Unfortunately, I love that class. But Magblade, that's our first S tier. This thing is ridiculous. I'm talking like in the right hands, this thing will kill everybody and anything very quickly and get out of there. It is ridiculous. I don't think it needs to be nerfed or anything like that. I'm not one to say what a class needs to be nerfed over a tier list. I just think that because in the right hands, you take me and I play it, I make it a B tier because I'm not that good at it. But like I've seen it destroy people. I fought one of the better ones and I got destroyed. I mean, so Nightblade, when it comes to dueling or when it comes to anything, this is more of an overall, open world, non-open world. This is just the class itself. Magicka, if you're taking it into duels, you're taking it into 1vx BGs. This right here is one of the top classes in the game, in my opinion. And then we're going to obviously save Warden for last just because that's what I play. So we'll go Necro. Magicka Necro. I'm sorry. I don't really see this class dominating the battlefield as much as I would say. I mean, I don't really see him running around. You know what I mean? Destroying people. I really don't. So I can't say that they're the greatest class or they have hard hitting, stuff. I just don't see that class out there performing in pretty much all aspects. And this is PvP, like dueling, open world, and BGs. I just don't see it. When it comes to stamina, I'm going to have to put that B tier. Now, people might say, well, you're crazy. Well, one of my second to third favorite classes playing is the Necro. The Necro can hit extremely hard. There is something that I'm working out because that's almost probably my second favorite. It's similar to Warden. So you could really build a tank and hit extremely hard. I do want to put it in A tier, but it's not there yet. So unfortunately, I cannot do that. But I can definitely put it in, B tier. Let's see. Sorry, checking the time. Always got to work, man. Always got to work. So let's go. We'll go Magsork. Another S tier. This thing is ridiculous. It hits extremely hard. It's good at PvP, PvE. I mean, we're not talking about PvE, but it's literally dueling, open world, BGs. It doesn't matter. This thing is dangerous. You got to literally watch your ass when this thing is hitting. I mean, it will drop you quickly. And I fought some strong ones. Not with Essence Thief yet, though. Essence Thief might keep me alive. I might not kill him, but it's going to keep me alive. So, Magicka, Sork, definitely S tier, no doubt. I don't even think anybody would disagree with that. That thing is insane. I don't know if it's overtuned or anything like that. I can't really, because I've seen, I drop hundreds of Mag Sorks, but we're talking about Mag Sorks that know how to play the game, that are really good. That thing is insane. So much potential. It's ridiculous. And then we'll go with Stamina Sork. I got to go A tier. I can't go S tier as much as I would like to go S tier. That class is more difficult to play, in my opinion. It's not as forgiving with the, depending on how you play it, but it's definitely A tier. It hits extremely hard. I mean, I don't know if you classify E-Man. Sork that's a real hybrid one, but it takes a lot of skill to play, so I can't put it in S tier. Simple fact is that it hits extremely hard, but you really got to know how to play it. Like it's a class that you have to know how to play. And so when I look at what they're playing, like I would have to say that the Stam Sork is probably more of a build that you really, really, really have to know how to play. But when you perfect it, it becomes one of the best classes in the game, in my opinion. I mean, look at E-Man. He is what takes this from a B, right, to an A. Not everybody can do that because I face a lot of his builds because, he's a super popular guy. And I just destroy him. I mean, they don't even have a chance. But with him behind the controller, it makes that class insane. So it's real hard to judge these classes because I fought really good on all of them. The only ones is like Magicka, full stamina, Magicka neck. I really haven't fought any that are real good. With that said, we're going to go to the Magicka Dragonknight. I want to almost put this S tier because I literally got mollywopped by multiple times. I mean, like literally multiple times. I've got destroyed by this thing is. I'm so tempted to just put this in S tier, but it's just lacking a little bit of stuff. But I can put this in S tier and almost be justified because of how strong they are. Like I could really, really put this in S tier just to put how strong they are. But we'll just have to keep that in A tier. Part of me wants to go S tier. Gonna definitely go A tier with that. But another Dragonknight, you can't go wrong. You know, the stamina version of the Dragonknight is still extremely strong. It is ridiculous on how strong that can actually be. You know, they're really, really, really good classes. I've ran across so many DKs, and I just keep, you know, they're hard to kill. They're very hard to kill. And that's BGs. That's everywhere. Magicka Warden, I'm going to have to go A tier. Okay, so here's the thing. It's between B and A, to be honest. Depending on, you know, because of the hybridization, what do you consider a stamina? What do you consider a Magicka? But because I'm going to go with blood for blood, it almost is S tier when you're in a duel. So I can't disrespect it and put it in B tier. A lot of these classes could be in A tier depending on who you're behind, like who's behind the controller. So I'm definitely going to have to go A tier with Magic. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. Now, for the final moments of what I play, S tier, 100% unkillable god. Whoever plays Warden, give him a raise. Give him $1,000 today because that is the best class. I'm just kidding. It's an A tier class. It's very hard to line up the burst. So it's hard to put Warden. Warden will always, I think, pretty much stay in A tier because you have to line up your burst. So it's a hard class to play trying to line up your burst, but it's the easiest class to play because of the rotation. So if it gets nerfed, it goes down to B. If it gets buffed, it goes down to A. If it gets nerfed, it goes down to B. You see what I'm saying? You're going to bounce between B and A no matter what. That class is what you call an average class that performs very well in pretty much everything. I mean, you got the netch where you can cleanse yourself. It really is just one of the best classes in the game because of that. So I hope you guys enjoy the PvP tier class list. This is just an opinion. I mean, you could really take this and go here. You could take this and really go here if you really wanted to, because I've got killed by these Dragonknights so many times. They hit ridiculous. So you can do that. I don't know if you can do that because we're talking about stamina. So, you could even leave it this way right here, Dragonknight, because there is a lot of Dragonknights that are ridiculous, especially in a duel. Oh my god, it takes it from A to B, A to S, but like I said, if you're going overall, it knocks it down to about A plus. There is no A pluses, so obviously we'll have to keep that in A tier, but you can go S tier. So I definitely appreciate the support. I'll have more videos out. I'm not going to stream on the Super Bowl just because I'm going to work instead to make a little extra cash. I missed Thursday, didn't work Friday, so I figured I'll pop a video out today. I don't know if I'm going to stream today. I'll figure something out, but I definitely appreciate you guys' support. And if you guys have any questions, remember, this is all an opinion. This is not factual. This is based on my opinion, based on my playing through and figuring out what is this. But we all know we're going to throw whoever's here this long, we're going to throw Warden in the S tier. Don't tell anybody. That's my favorite class. And alrighty, guys, take it easy. Out.